Just call me the silver lining girl today. Yes, this is Out to Lunch with Judy. I am reporting in on a silver lining that I just discovered to help us all who are flipped effing out over the election like I am. Because we actually did take Donald Trump seriously. Everything he said, because he's already been president once. He doesn't kid around. He may say things in a joking-ish way. No, he's really serious. I take him at his word. Whatever he says he's going to do, he's going to do. So that scares the shit out of me. But two things happened in the last few days that I wanted to share with you that I think will be an exceptional remedy for those of us who have been paralyzed with fear and who can't get out of bed. I know somebody that stayed in bed 4 days. She was so demoralized and frightened over what was going to happen. I know somebody else who was in bed the next day. I canceled all my social engagements. And do you realize it's only been 2 weeks since the election? It's only been 2 weeks since the election, and it seems like a million years. But here's the silver lining, because I always have to find a silver lining. I'm like, okay, maybe we do have to blow the country up and start all over. And in that case, we really will need each other. We will need to engage in dialogue. We will need to respect one another. And we will need to really engage in politics differently. And we'll get there. We'll get there, which is why I said, look, if Trump's winning, let him pick anybody he wants, blow the country to smithereens, which is what he wants to do, and reshape it the way he wants. Let him do whatever. Because I think we need to get to this point. I think he may serve a purpose in blowing the country up. Anyway, that's not really where I wanted to focus. I want to focus on how to be happy in the meantime. I want to focus on how to lead a balanced life while you're waiting and watching impending doom and gloom happen. How do we create happiness and balance, stability, and better health, mental health? And mental health, bad mental health leads to bad eating habits, leads to substance abuse. So our mental health is really important, and we need to get our mental health together. But most importantly, we need each other. We need each other, and we need to just start enjoying life in all the ways we can that have nothing to do with politics or the institutions that are going to be changed. We need to just focus on our daily lives, because that's what we're in control of. What we eat when we get up, whether we exercise or not, and who we socialize with. So here are the two things that happened that really made me say, okay, Jude, you can't change what's going to happen out of the White House, and you certainly can't change the vote, but you can help yourself get happy. So, two things. Sunday night, I went to a fundraiser for a really good friend of mine, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, who is an amazing mediator, and she's in a really specific area of family life that most mediators don't work in, and that's foster care. This woman is so amazing, I can't tell you, at how she deals with that environment. So she had a fundraiser Sunday night, and her closest colleagues and friends attended, and boy, did we have a great time. We just, we commiserated a little bit, because most of us did not vote for Trump. A couple people did, but we just talked. We just enjoyed each other's company. We played mediation games. We played communication games. And she let us see a little bit about how she works. And I went home from that fundraiser feeling so fulfilled because I was with people. I was with kind people. There are kind people who voted for Trump. Yes, there are. Just because people voted for Trump doesn't mean they're mean or horrible people. There are some people that are a little unhinged. Those people are very obvious, and they think that Trump has been president all this time and that there's a second White House and a second military. Those are not the people I'm talking. Those people are nice too, though. They're just unhinged. I had a QAnon client here at the divorce mediation center, divorce resource, and he was a nice guy. I had to stop him with the QAnon talk. I'm like, seriously, no, I can't do that. But he was a nice QAnon guy. I mean, he was a nice guy otherwise. So I'm saying just because you voted for Trump doesn't mean you're a horrible human being. It does mean you're ruining my life. But I don't know. I'm the silver lining girl. I will attempt to continue my life even while Trump is president. But here's the second thing. Yesterday was such a wonderful day in the morning. It was a wonderful day all day, but the morning started off beyond. And I have a little short that I put on this this YouTube site to show you. I went to Randy's Donuts now, and I was on TV. Oh my God, I was interviewed on TV. Okay, so I get up at 4 in the morning. Well, now that Trump's president, I get up at 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. But I am told that 3 o'clock is the spiritual hour. And so I'm like, okay, even Bethina, my cat, is meowing at 3 for me to get up. Seriously, very interesting, isn't it? She knows. Bethina's a smart little kitty. So anyway, I'm getting dressed. KTLA, which is what I watch in the morning for news, because it's fun news. You know, it's not, you don't know what they think politically, thank God. And they do tons of local news, a little bit of national news, but you always get to know about the food restaurants and what's happening. So Randy's Donuts is just a staple, a hallmark in Los Angeles society. Their flagship store with this enormous, giant donut, like beyond. It's bigger than the store. Yes, it's an iconic symbol, Randy's Donuts in Inglewood near the airport. And then they started expanding recently. They put a shop at the Century City Mall, which is the happiest place on earth as far as I'm concerned. But they closed because they left because it was COVID. They opened their store right before COVID and the mall closed. So they weren't making money. But yesterday morning, Carlos Herrera, this adorable reporter, was at the new Randy's Donuts location on Sepulveda in Culver City, which is not far from my house. So I'm like, you know what? Oh, and they were giving away free glazed donuts until noon. So I said, I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to pay tribute to Randy's now that you're in my kind of neighborhood. So it's not where I live, but it's kind of close to my office. So it wasn't that big a deal to go there. Better than going to Santa Monica for Randy's. That takes the rest of my natural life. But Culver City, not bad. So I also thought I saw somebody wearing a t-shirt, Cats Not Kids, which is my t-shirt that I sell. But no, it wasn't. It was a Randy's Donuts t-shirt. But anyway, so I hightail it down to Randy's Donuts, and I'm going to get a free glazed donut. Carlos Herrera was there with his cameraman in front of the store. He was on a break. So I walk up and I said, hey, Carlos, I watch you every day, and I'm here because I saw your beginning segment on the new opening here of Randy's Donuts. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. What's your name? My name is Judy. Would you like to be interviewed? I'm like, of course. Talking about food? Absolutely. So he said, okay, go in and get a donut, and then I'll be in a few minutes when it's my next segment, and I'll interview you. Okay, cool. So I go in and I get my donut. So not only did I get the free glazed, now let me tell you how delicious just a glazed donut is there. It's not your normal small light donut. It is a substantial large donut, heavy, delicious. But, I couldn't just go there and get the free. I felt badly. So I said, no, I'll buy another donut. So I bought the butter crumb donut. Look at how big this is. Butter crumb. Oh, how could I forget my manners? I'm so sorry. I'm scattered here. Stacy baked, by the way, for her fundraiser Sunday. I'll get back to Randy in a second. Stacy baked. I totally forgot about that. So I loaded up, man. I put a to-go box together like nobody's business. I ate half of it already. But check it out. She baked a bundt cake, a toffee chocolate bundt cake. So I took a slice and a half, ate the half yesterday. These incredibly delicious. These coconut bars with chocolate chips and whatever this is at the bottom. A larger slice. Hold on. I ate one of those already. And then she did where she went where no man goes. She made chocolate covered marshmallows. She made strawberry marshmallows. She made mint marshmallows. She made, I think this is mint flavored chocolate, but she made, look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ate 4 yesterday. I ate a couple on Sunday. She's an amazing person. That buffet looks so beautiful. She just staged it well. It was mostly desserts because it was 4:30 to 6:30, but then she had this killer vegetable salad. So you would think you're eating healthy. Anyway, thank you, Stacy. And she had care packages for everybody. And then this unbelievable, do you mind if I take a bite? Seriously. This is really good. Really good. So here's the deal. So I was all happy. Carlos interviews me. He comes in, he interviews me. It was a lot of fun. And then I did my own selfie in front of the store talking about going there. It set my day off beautifully. And then I ended my day talking to my cousin Nancy. We can talk. She voted for Trump, although she's a Democrat. I'm an independent, and I voted for Harris. But Nancy has a lot of experience in mental health because she was a guidance counselor and she had really tough cases in her school. So we can talk about mental health because I had to have some mental health training to be a divorce mediator. And we can just talk openly. We don't get angry at one another. We ask each other why we think this way, why our opinion is of the opinion that it is on certain things. And I needed to talk with her. I needed to talk with somebody who voted for Trump that I could share my feelings with. And I went to bed happy. So I was proud of that conversation because we didn't get angry at each other. We didn't fight. We didn't agree on everything, and then we agreed on some things, and then we laughed. And I will see her at Thanksgiving. So I'm so excited. But this is what I'm talking about. We're going to need one another because I'm already reading articles where people are like, wait a minute, I didn't really believe he meant what he said. Believe people mean what they say. Come on. I watch this in divorce. People marry against their own best interests, and people vote against their own best interests, and they do the best they can. They think they're doing the right thing. You got to give people their props. But socializing, that's where it's at. We need to socialize. We need to be with people, engaged in activity that brings us together. And even if Elon Musk is right, and we're going to go through a very difficult economy coming up, And you know the second term of Republicans is always a recession, from Nixon to Reagan to Bush Cheney, and now this is Trump's second term. So all of this is going to happen, but there are things we can do that don't cost money. I mean, just taking walks with people. It's healthy, and we get to just be in nature. We get to see people walking their animals. We get to pet the animals. We can watch, movies together at each other's homes. We can play cards. So we can do things that don't cost money, because I think we're going to need to figure that out over the next few years. And it's not so bad. Socializing without spending money is not so bad. So there are silver linings available. We have to look at them, but socializing. I'm ready to come back out and socialize now. I do not want to stay in, I work in my office all day. Maybe some of you do as well. And if you leave that TV on, I'm not putting the TV on at all today. I want to see what it's like with no media. I work alone, I live alone, and I have to be careful to step out and socialize. So, for all of you, even though you may have families, that keeps you on the straight and narrow because you have activities and events to go to. But for the single people listening and watching today, if you live alone and if you work remotely from home, you're going to, like me, need to get out. You're going to, like me, need to socialize. And listen, do not cut these Trump voters out of your life. They're nice people. They mean well. They think they're doing the right thing. And they may be right on certain levels. I think they're wrong on every level, but I can be wrong too. So let's just be ready to embrace, do the best we can, but let's not sit in our melees, because that's not healthy. That's not doing us any good. Let's laugh a little, let's listen to music, let's eat together, exercise, and socialize. So that's my silver lining for out to lunch with Judy today. Stay tuned for more drama bomba.